Chris and Cash Show.
Chris and Cash Podcast.
It's Friday, January 26, 2018.
He still looks at his watch.
Well, we were supposed to do this last night, but you couldn't do it.
Oh, I didn't know if you were like, well, you're an hour late.
You were too sick.
Like, dude, I sounded like a fucking...
I can't do it, Scott.
I don't know about last night or the night before. I sounded like a 95-year-old chain-smoking frog, dude. I don't know what you want me to do. Like,
you gotta
I still sound like shit.
Do what I do every time I'm sick. I walk it off. I'm a tough white guy. And
walk it off? Yeah.
I did it.
Scotty's like, I did it. I went to the dentist. I didn't get Novocaine. Now I'm gonna bitch for fucking 4 years. Like, that's the difference between me and you. I don't just tell you like I'm gonna walk it off, but I don't bitch about it either. And when I limp around with a fucking torn calf, I don't bitch about it. I just walk it off. I mean, eventually, I found out 2 weeks later.
Walk it off,
dilly. Like, dude, I walked off my broken ankle and then found out 2 weeks later it was broken. After I went to the doctor, I was like, something's not right here, doc. Oh yeah, because it's fucking broken.
But thanks for tuning in. The New England Patriots, it wasn't easy. They are back in the Super Bowl.
Tom Brady. Seriously, Tom Brady.
Brady will be playing in his 8th Super Bowl. That is a record.
Belichick
will be coaching his 8th Super Bowl as a head coach, 11th overall as a coach. That is also a record.
Everything's a record.
Everything's a record.
Yeah. If it involves the Patriots, record.
Yeah.
By the way, serious question for a second.
Okay.
Way off topic. Not something we have to delve into deeply. Matthew Slater has a legit chance to be a Hall of Famer. He made another Pro Bowl. Let's see, the 6 or 7. He's got some All-Pros. I know he's just a special teamer. But if you win this many Super Bowls and you're this many All-Pro, I mean, because people want what's his name in Steve Tasker.
I was gonna let you finish, and then I was gonna ask you if he was in.
He's not, but people want him in.
He should be in.
If they want him in, then Matthew Slater is gonna get in.
I think Tasker
because he's the David Ortiz to the oh my god, I just fucking forgot his name. Edgar Martinez of fucking DHs, but for special teamers. Where the second guy's better, let the first guy get in first, I get it. But the second guy's better, so once the first guy gets in, the second guy has to get in too, right?
I don't know if he's better than Tasker, but...
I don't know if but you could argue that Slater's better.
But if he gets his 3rd ring, it's going to be hard to keep him out.
Well, that's what I mean, overall career. 3 rings, plus all the stats, and the Pro Bowls. I mean, he's a special team, his stats are different, but you know what I mean.
Another couple of stats from Sunday's game. This is the 4th straight time in the playoffs. So, like, the last few years.
I know, I got that written down.
Go ahead, I'll let you do the honors.
It's the 4th time the Patriots have been down by 10 or more. By the way, all of them in the 4th quarter, even though the Baltimore game was a couple times.
Well, no, the Baltimore game was...
They were down by 14 twice.
In the 3rd, not the 4th. I don't think they were down.
No, they were down by 14 in the 4th.
Was it the 4th?
Yeah.
I know it was the 3rd.
I'm pretty sure that all 4th quarter. But the Patriots have won all these games, 4 in a row, being down more than 10. That just doesn't fucking happen, Scotty.
Mm-hmm.
It's Tom Brady. I mean, it is. I mean, I love Belichick, and the defense always seems to perform when they need to, and, like, everything goes wrong for the other teams. They start shitting themselves, and... I mean, seriously.
The Patriots are also making their 10th Super Bowl appearance, which is also a record.
Wait.
This is record.
The Patriots? Record.
It's just mind-boggling what these two guys have been able to do. And anyone who says... You know, Tom Brady wins Super Bowls. Oh, but he's got Edelman. Oh, but he's got Gronkowski. Oh, he's got...
He's got who? Edelman?
Edelman's been
I'm not picking on Edelman.
Hold on. Edelman's been out for the whole year.
No, time out.
And he didn't have Gronkowski.
I'm not picking on Edelman. I love Edelman. I think Edelman's a good player. He's a good receiver. He catches a lot of balls. He fits great in our system. Okay? Wes Welker did too. So does Amendola. I'm not going to go on that road yet, but we'll get down there later. Anyone who says, well, Brady has Edelman is fucking retarded. Okay? Because... it's not like Brady has Julio Jones. That would be a big deal. Julio Jones is an absolute beast of a receiver. Okay? Brady has Megatron. Okay. Brady had Randy Moss. Okay, that was for 1 season. He threw 50 touchdowns. Edelman is not that kind of receiver. He's not.
No, you're missing the great.
When's the last time someone was like, well, Brady had Brandon Lloyd? Like, that's the level Edelman's on. Maybe he gets along better with Brady. He's been along longer. But no one should say Brady has Edelman. Because first of all, he doesn't, like you said, he's injured. Second of all, Edelman is not that kind of player. He's not an OBJ.
My point was, not only did Brady do what he did Sunday night,
he did it without
just
Edelman
by himself.
I get it.
Without Edelman and
I get your point, but I'm saying anyone that says, well, Brady has Edelman should be shot on spot. No dread, no fucking judgment, just shot on spot, dude. Cinches live in ditches, dude. 6 feet under, just boom. Shot on spot. Brady has Edelman, boom, kill him. Get rid of him. We can't fix stupid. Can't. Not necessary. Get rid of him.
I do want to talk about the game.
That's for you, Tyler. You want a 50% friggin' extermination rate? Anyone that says, well, Tom Brady is Julian Edelman. Yeah, get rid of him. Get rid of him. It's that simple. Today.
I wasn't saying. I was saying in this particular game, not.
I know what you meant, but I mean anyone that says that.
Well, you're dumping down my throat here.
No, not that you said. You didn't even say that. You said, well, people say he has. No, anyone that says he has Edelman, get rid of him.
What did I tell you when he went?
Darwin him. Cut him off the gene pool. We don't need him.
What did he tell? What did I tell you when?
Just get fucking rid of him.
What did I tell you?
I told you.
What did I tell
more
you?
Power, more celebration.
No, you're mixing movies.
I know we're mixing movies. I'm not an idiot.
No, what did I tell you in August when Edelman
already
was
said
out
that?
for the year? What did I tell you when he
You
was
said
out
the
for
offense was going to struggle. I told you it wasn't
No,
going to struggle
no.
that bad.
I said it was going to struggle early, but they'd figure it out, and that's what
They
they've
figured
done.
it out early, dude. They still scored a lot of points early.
They looked shaky in the Kansas City game. They
They
did.
scored 27 fucking points.
It was.
They look shaky?
It was a bad 27.
It was a bad 27 points through like 3 quarters, and they just had a bad fourth. What do you mean? This really shaky 27 and 3 quarters.
There were times when they struggled.
They lost to Carolina. Would they score 30 points? Come on, dude.
It was a little shaky.
I forget the first 4 games of the season. The Patriots 4 or 5 games. I don't have the exact stats in front of me, nor do I want to go into them too bad because they're pretty geeky stats. But first 4 or 5 games, the Patriots defense was worth like 2.4 losses or 2.3 losses.
They were 3-1.
Right, and Tom
Two-
Brady.
2-2.
Tom Brady himself was worth 2.4 wins, so he was the whole reason the Patriots were winning at
They
that
would have
time.
been 0-4 with any.
Right, they would have been like 0-4 with an average quarterback, basically.
Aaron Rodgers wins a game.
Yeah, so the point is that, like, don't tell me it was the offense, because it wasn't the offense. Like, they weren't... Would they have been better with Edelman? Sure. Edelman's a very good player, fits an awesome in the system. He's Brady's binky. Between Edelman, Cooks, and Gronk, which is why I argue that next year they could be even better. That's why Brady better not fucking retire. I don't care what Giselle says to Jay Feely. Okay? Brady, Edelman, that team, be incredible. But
They need to.
they didn't miss Edelman, quote unquote.
They need to completely rebuild.
Not like that. It's not like they scored 16 points a game.
So we're gonna get into the game and go through, how the game unfolded. But I'm gonna say this: it's,
Patriots win.
No
Record.
8:19 p.m.
Record.
So no one can say I was Monday morning quarterback in this thing.
Well, it's not Monday morning. It's Friday night.
I think Philly's beating the Patriots in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I agree. We've already talked about
for
it.
a couple. Well, not on here.
But I mean in general.
And for a couple of reasons.
You and I and a couple other people.
And we're gonna get to that.
And this is not a... For the record, because you guys
no
know
reverse
this.
jinx
Yeah, the Atlanta was clearly a reverse jinx. If you guys didn't get that,
last year.
right?
Well, Fat Boy deleted all our stuff, so
But
we can't go back and listen to it.
Some of those have to be before that.
No,
On
Nope.
this, no, on these
Nope.
airwaves.
Mm-mm.
They're on the other airwaves.
no,
Oh shit, they've been erased. They've been erased.
no, but they happened.
No, they happened. But you know I reverse jinxed it, like clearly.
I picked
You
Atlanta.
knew I reverse jinxed
I
it.
picked Atlanta.
But I reverse jinxed it.
I know you did.
Yeah, I said Atlanta was going to win by 100. Then they were winning by 100.
You were
I was fuck.
like the anti-Smurless.
Well, because I was trying to prepare myself in case the Patriots lost, but they really should have won that game.
I think I texted you. I was like, "Damn, Chris, you were right."
Yeah, but I wasn't like meaning to be like. But this game, I really think Philly is a better team. There's no reverse jinx.
They're a better team, top to bottom.
I'm not saying Brady Belichick can't pull it out. That's not what I'm saying.
I think you win champion unless you get someone like Tom Brady. You generally win NFL championships in the trenches.
Yeah,
Better
where are the
offensive
Patriots
line.
the worst, really?
Listen, better offensive line, Philly or New England.
Philly.
Better defensive line, Philly or New England.
Philly.
Better linebackers, Philly or New England.
Philly.
Better secondary, Philly or New England.
New England.
I don't know about that.
I'll tell you right now, I would not trade. If you trade New England secondary to Philly, they become an even better team. Their front seven's better than ours, but our back four are better.
I actually like Patrick Chung, but did you see him Sunday?
Yeah, but Chung's actually one of the better safeties in the league.
Yeah, but he was awesome.
McCourty's still one of the best five.
He hasn't been good this year.
McCourty's probably one of the best 5 to 8 safeties every single year, if not better. Some years. Okay.
Who was the
Then
better?
you have Chung. No. We're not done yet. You have Chung. Gilmore is he's actually a borderline stud when he performs. At the beginning of the year, he sucked dick. No coke involved either. Okay. And
Came out to play the game.
Butler gets a lot of shit. He's still an above
had a
average
bad
corner.
year. He's
Still
had a
above
bad
average.
year.
Even then, he's still above average.
He's had a bad year.
Still above average.
I don't care what the stats say.
I don't care what the stats
I'm
say
going with
either.
the
He's above
eyeballs
average.
test.
Yeah, the eyeball test still says he's above average.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
He's been bad this
You
year.
guys forget how bad corners are.
No.
We need
I
like a
remember
Kyle
Kyle
Harrington on the
Harrington.
outside, right?
I remember Jonathan Wilhite. I remember all these Dwayne
We need
Starks.
them
I
then.
remember
We
all
need
these
them
guys.
outside. So you can see like, oh man. Like the Patriots are not as bad as people say on
Better
defense.
running game, Philly or New England.
That's pretty hard to say.
Traditional running game.
Well, traditional running game.
North-south running.
Philly has north-south runners. The Patriots don't have those. The one that they have, they fucking jettisoned because Belichick's like, you're fucking dead to me.
What happened with Gillisley?
He sucked, and Belichick was like, you're dead to me.
I loved that pickup at the time.
Doesn't matter. He was sucking, and Belichick just goes, you're dead to me, and put him in the fucking doghouse. Fucking stashed him. And was like, I don't know, broken shoulder. They're like, hey, he's on the injury report. Fuck him, he's dead. Like, maybe they were like, get rid of him. He said, Brady has Julian Edelman. Get rid of him.
Get him out of here.
Yeah, get him out of here. Guy's a fucking idiot. Seriously, though.
Look at
Is Belichick a forgiving coach?
the Patriots have the two best players in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Brady and Gronkowski. The rest, like 8, are Philly guys.
No, the rest, like 15 are Philly guys. No, that's not true. Again, McCourty's actually pretty... I mean, we did a roster breakdown, I think, for the Patriots-Seattle one. Like, player by player. I did.
I can't...
Was that the Seattle versus Denver one?
No.
That I did a... It was for our website, I think, but I also...
No, I did one, too. I actually said...
I think it was the Seattle versus Patriots Super Bowl.
I think I picked Carolina, but I said at the very end of the piece, it wouldn't shock me if
Oh,
Denver
that was
beat
Carolina-Denver one. We did a couple of them, I think.
Yeah.
We did a literal player-by-player breakdown.
We weren't doing the podcast at the time of the Seattle one. We didn't do it till later that year.
Oh, we didn't do it till, end of 2015.
2015.
But we started in October, just so you guys know. That's when we started. Go back and listen.
No, we did like a dry run that was like 20 minutes. We talked about running backs.
Yeah, it had to do with Curtis Martin. And the fucking idiots that don't think Curtis Martin is a top 10 running back of all time.
No, someone said that he's not a top 10. I said he absolutely is.
And we said he could be borderline top 5.
And then the whole thing was like, yeah, but you're a Patriot fan. And like, no, he's a Jet. He's not even a Patriot.
Right.
He's here
No one
3 years.
considers him a Patriot. I mean, you do, but not really. Like, he's a Jet.
He was only here.
When you're a Jet, you're a Jet all the way, from your first cigarette to your last dying day. When you're a Jet, if the shit hits the fan.
He was a Pat for
You don't
3
have Tom
years.
Brady, so you ain't going to win shit.
Chad Pennington, though.
Chad Pennington, him and Alex Smith are like the ultimate dividing line.
I think I'd rather have Pennington.
Nah, Smith is pretty good, dude. He
No,
gets...
he's
Eh,
never going to win a Super Bowl with him.
yeah, but he makes the playoffs every year.
Okay, great. That's neat. Cool. He never wins nothing.
Chad Pennington didn't win shit.
Chad Pennington won
Time out.
Okay.
And this
Patriots
is why...
haven't won the division twice in the last 20 years, and Pennington was a quarterback both those teams.
Yeah, that's not...
Dilly.
Dilly. That's a horrible fucking... That's an outlier of a fucking random statistic, okay? Let me explain something here. By the way, Tom Brady trying to become the first person in Super Bowl history, first quarterback in Super Bowl history, to lead the league in passing and also win the Super Bowl, because no one's ever done it.
You better hope that he doesn't win the MVP on Saturday night before the game.
Oh, because, the last one that won the Super Bowl was Kurt Warner. I know all these things, Scotty. I know. But I'm saying no one has ever led the league in passing and then won the Super Bowl that same year. No quarterback. History of Super Bowls.
Really?
Yeah, never happened. 51-year fucking curse.
I'm trying to think.
No quarterback ever. Only 5 ever made it. Dan Marino. Brady in 07.
Warner.
Warner, 1 year.
Manning
in 2013. And trying to remember who else it was. Might have been Rich Gannon. Did he lead the league that year?
Roethlisberger.
No, Roethlisberger's never led the league in passing.
He never did.
Actually, he might have last year, or 2015. He might have caught up. But I don't think he might have ended up tied 1 year.
So I'm putting that. We'll get more breaking down in the Super Bowl next week, but I'm just telling you guys right now, I expect Phillies to win. Because I just don't trust this defense. I don't. While Chris is looking that up, we are also going to.
Yeah, see, he tied that year. Last year. If I'm not mistaken.
Oh, did Ryan lead the league in passing last year? Passing yards?
No, Drew Brees did. Drew Brees usually leads the league in passing yards because he just keeps throwing fucking.
Oh, was it him? Oh, no, he won. He won us once. Your point is no. Okay, I see what you're saying.
And he didn't lead the league that year. Shockingly. Matt Schaub did. No one knows that answer, by the way.
Schaub.
Yeah. Now listeners of our program will know. But if you said, who led the league in passing in the NFL in 2009, no one's going to know Matt Schaub. You could stump people in that forever. Seriously. Would you have believed that if I didn't pull it up in front of you?
No.
That Matt Schaub led the league in passing?
No, it doesn't fit.
No. You'd be like, what?
It's like that Derek Anderson had a great year for the Browns 1 year. Had 30
it was Rich Gannon, 2002.
Yeah.
Poor Rich lost the Super Bowl.
Then they got destroyed in the
Absolutely
Super Bowl.
destroyed by that cover 2 with Tampa.
I was rooting for Tampa in that game, actually.
I was too, but I don't mind Oakland.
Nah, they were bitching.
We played them the year before.
They were bitching for a year, like, they have our trophy, and then they went there and they got their asses kicked.
Dilly dilly.
I guess. I don't know. All right. So we'll talk about the game Sunday. It was
Tom Brady.
It was 14.
That's what it was.
No, you know what it was? 14. It was 14-3, and I think this was the turning point in the game. It's 14-3. Jacksonville's going into at the end of the half. They take a delay of game coming out of a timeout.
That's your coach and quarterback's fault.
That's the quarterback's fault.
Coach too.
If you saw Maroon's reaction afterwards, he was like, "Oh, what are you doing?" Like I don't think he had anything to do with it. I think that's just poor quarterback play. Poor quarterback play. Poor communication.
Would Blake forget to say fucking hut?
My point is, there's a little over 2 minutes left. You're going in for at least a field goal for a 2-touchdown lead, and you can bleed the clock to the end of the half if you don't score a touchdown. Not only did they not get a field goal out of it, there was a questionable. The hit on Gronk was obviously a penalty. He went helmet to helmet. But the pass interference on Cooks, he was like riding him out of bounds. I didn't think that one was questionable. The one later when he like horse collared him, like that was obviously a penalty. But the Patriots go down and score 14-10.
I also didn't like that penalty really.
That's a 10.
It was a borderline.
That's a 10/14 point swing. So it's 14-10. Now you're Jacksonville. You have 2 timeouts and 51 seconds left, and they take a knee. They kneeled on the ball. And I remember
that's your coaching.
No, and I said to myself, Patriots got him right where they want him. This guy doesn't trust his quarterback.
What do I do every single time the Patriots have the ball? Even if there's like 20 seconds left.
Jerk off feverishly.
No, I'm like, don't fucking down it. I text the chain every time. Don't fucking down it. Don't waste a possession. Can't do that. No team this year had more than 50 seconds left and 2 timeouts and just fucking downed it and wasted the clock. You can get a field goal there.
Even if you run the ball, maybe the guy breaks one. If you remember that Seattle Super Bowl,
but if you get a field goal there, how does the rest of the game play out?
If you're who? Jacksonville?
Say everything else plays out the same.
They lose by a point.
Well, but then they only need a field goal, right?
Right.
That changes everything, right?
Yeah.
Then I'd actually be like, oh shit.
Where were they? Like, so they would no. He got sacked, and it was like 3rd and 19.
3rd and 18.
Or whatever. It was 3rd and long. So they were out of field goal range.
Oh yeah.
So they would have had to throw it anyway.
But my point was they could have played it. The whole flow of the game. To say everything else stayed the same, but if you're down by 1 there instead of 4, the whole game's different. It is. The whole complexion of the game entirely different.
So people have been complaining about the officiating. I actually didn't think the officiating was that bad.
I thought the one bad call was the friggin', and it wasn't even horribly bad. It was just in real life, in
the whole
real
on
time.
Cooks in the first half, the end of the first half.
Yeah, the PI.
You could have let that go.
It looked worse than it
riding him out of
was.
bounds.
It looked worse than it was.
Even the people are saying like, well, to justify it, they're like, well, New England got screwed on the Dion Lewis fumble. I thought that was a fumble. I had no problem.
No, first of all, New England didn't get screwed. People were complaining that.
Was that a fumble? Yes or no? I thought it was a fumble.
Probably a fumble.
I thought it was a fumble.
It should have stood because it was the play, but people were complaining on Jacksonville's side that, oh, they blew the whistle dead. Yeah, because they didn't even know if the guy fucking fumbled it. One official just saw it, let him go down and blew the fucking whistle dead. Mm-hmm. I think that was a fumble. I mean, he lost possession. I don't know if you can say when he regained it. Like Tony Romo said on the broadcast. Did he regain that or not? I don't know. It's hard to say he definitely regained it there, right?
Romo was saying that he pinned it against his thigh as he was going down and his knee hit the ground.
That's what Romo said. He said, is that regaining possession or not? I don't know.
See, unless
that's why it stood, right? That's why it stood?
It's not. It wasn't confirmed.
It stood because, guess what?
For the people who don't know the language, confirmed means, yes, we checked it, our call was 100% right. Stands is, we're going with the call on the field because there's not enough evidence to overturn.
Confirmed is, we're right, 100% right. Fucking deal with it. Stands is, we're right because we said we were right, we might not be right, but fucking deal with it anyways.
And changed is, we completely fucked up.
We're sorry, yeah, we're wrong. But we're still right.
The commissioner thinks so.
Yeah.
By the way,
more probable than not that he may have had general knowledge that someone was fucking jerking off in the bathroom.
No, more probable than not.
Really?
More probable than not that Roger Goodell is saying like, "Oh, thank you, Jesus," because if it was Jacksonville versus Philly, oh my God, I would have watched it anyway.
I would have watched it, but I would have been wicked Bailey.
But like Boston, Philly, 2 huge markets. He has to be happy. He'd be really.
Tom Brady.
He would be really, really happy if Wentz was playing.
Tom Brady. Tom motherfucking Brady.
Whether you hate him or you love him, you're gonna watch it.
Let me explain something to you. 2013, I put him ahead of Joe Montana.
I didn't.
Okay? 2012, I went back and checked. Because there is no one that compared them before me. I started comparing Jordan and Brady earlier than anybody.
Oh, everyone's doing that this week.
Right. Everyone's jumping on the Chris O'Keefe dick and fucking jumping on my bandwagon, okay? They're nut hugging me. Because everything we say 3 years later, everyone else fucking realizes. Like when Rob Parker was fucking 35. Brady was 35 years old. In 2013, I think it was. And Rob Parker was going, he's never going to make another Super Bowl again. He's done. I'm like, Brady hasn't even fucking declined. Look at his fucking throwing. He's fine. He has a shit O-line, shit fucking receivers. What do you want him to do? You're a quarterback. You're in a symbiotic relationship with your offense. Are people fucking dumb? Seriously, though. Quarterbacks can't just go out. It's different than basketball. In basketball, a guy can go out and just fucking dominate the game by himself, correct? You need no teammates in basketball, theoretically. All you have to do is be really fucking great offensively. And then if you're good enough on defense, you can hide your teammates to some extent. Okay? You agree with that?
I think they should be comparing him to Russell and not Jordan, personally.
I already told you this before, too, if you go back and read the emails. I said he's really a combination of Russell, Jordan, and Kareem. But we'll get into that another time. Okay? We will. Because he's going to be up there. You're going to see at the end when Brady has all the stats.
The point is that Brady is now, especially if he wins in 10 days, we'll wait and
Even
see.
if he loses.
Nah, if he wins...
No.
Nah, he's got to win.
He's already in the conversation for the greatest athlete of all time.
No. My point is he's the Michael Jordan of football.
He already is. He's been the Michael Jordan of football. I told you in 2011, well, it was 2012 technically, and then he emailed me and you. I said, if he wins this one, he's already the Michael Jordan of football. He lost that Super Bowl. Okay? 2013, after the season when he lost the AFC Championship game, I told you I'm moving him ahead of Montana. You said they can't do that. He doesn't have as many rings. I said, fuck, it's not all about rings, Scotty. Rings have diminishing returns. Each ring doesn't make you that much better, but yes, it does make you better, just not that much. Got his fourth ring. You finally moved him ahead of Montana. I said, is it possible now to stop putting him in the Babe Ruth, Jordan, Ali category?
There's an asterisk
Tiger
there.
Woods. That kind, well,
There's an
it's
asterisk.
actually really Jack, but
No, there's an asterisk there. I had Brady ahead of Montana like 51 to 49.
right.
As far as percentage.
I had him.
Still really
I had
close.
him. Once he won a fourth, I said he's head and shoulders above Montana. I'm sorry.
My whole point was, after the fourth one, is if you want to say Brady's the greatest, that's fine. I'm not going to argue with you. But if you say Montana's still the greatest, I'm not going to argue with you either. But the fifth one last year...
My whole point was
the
after
fifth
four.
one last year...
Yeah, that's nice. My whole point was after four. If you said Montana was the greatest, I would have said, you're stupid, but I won't shoot you. But, okay? I won't shoot you. It wasn't that stupid, but it was pretty stupid. You should probably go to school and learn how to read. Because Tom Brady has everything except stats and Super Bowls. Everything else was Tom Brady. They were tied with Super Bowl wins, tied with Super Bowl MVPs. Tom Brady was better in regular season, better winner, more Super Bowl appearances. Everything else, Brady. Okay? You don't win the fucking
right
argument.
over there?
Yeah, you don't win the argument by having one fucking thing in your favor. Okay? After five, I was like, anyone says anything about Montana, they should just be shot. Literally. Take them out back and shoot them. Anyone that says Montana is better than Brady should be shot. I'm sorry.
Who do you think Phil would say was better? Phil Harris.
If he...
Our friend, who's a Niner fan.
Brady.
You think he would go there?
Yeah, I do. I'm going to text him too and we'll see if he answers. But my point is this. Brady has 11 fourth quarter game winning drives
In the playoffs.
in the playoffs. Elway has 6. Montana and Eli each have 5. By the way, if Eli didn't have 2 of those, Brady would have fucking 13. That's not what I'm going to fucking go with here. He has fucking double.
No.
Yeah, he would have.
No, the second Super Bowl loss, they led the whole second half, just about. That's not technically a comeback.
No, it's not a comeback. It's game winning drives. It's a drive to put your team up permanently in the fourth quarter. He has more comebacks than everyone else too, but those are different things.
You're talking just game-winning drives.
Yes.
I thought you were talking about.
You literally went and drove in the fourth quarter to score to put your team up. You can't already be up by more than X amount and blah, 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 blah. Basically, someone else has to score, but you're still winning, blah, blah, blah.
So Welker dropping the ball, fuck that one up.
Oh, Walker doesn't drop that ball.
What's the win probability was like 97%.
It was already like 90,
3%.
a million, and then it just fucking went down. It was
No,
like
it was like
when
50-50.
the chicken and beer fucking Red Sox were like, oh, all you got to do is lose 8 games in a row and have the other team win 8 in a row and then fucking blow it in the 9th inning and then the tiebreaker and you're gonna lose the playoffs. And it was like they did everything possible. It was like 1 in 600 million chance that they fucking blew that and they blew it. Like the way everything played out was like theoretically
That
impossible.
team was so mentally done at that point.
You're
that
more likely to win Powerball twice in a row than fucking blow what the Red Sox blew.
that's
Seriously.
still not bigger than the 64 Phillies.
Dude, the Red Sox didn't just have to lose that many, but the other teams had to win that many.
The 64 Phillies.
On top of that, the Red Sox were up in the 9th inning, and Tampa Bay was losing in the 9th, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And
Applebaum blew it.
both of them had one out left to seal it. I think one was down to one strike, if not both. And everything fucking went the way it had to go, it's like fucking impossible. The universe should have shattered. The only reason it didn't is because Tom Brady's alive and he willed it to stay. He willed it to stay.
The 1964 Phillies had a 7-game lead with 12 to play, 11 to play, and they lost 10 in a row. But not only did they lose 10 in a row, St. Louis won like 8 or 9 in a row.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
They call it the fold with a PH for a reason.
Go fuck yourself, Scotty. We're going to look it up later and we're going to go through the statistics.
Oh, we are?
I'm telling you, this one's worse. Yeah. Why don't you go fuck yourself, Scotty?
Maybe. Maybe not.
Well, that was why don't you go fuck yourself.
Maybe fuck yourself.
Yeah. Well, we're going to text Big Phil. But anyways, continue with whatever you think you
Say hi. I haven't talked to that motherfucker in a while. A long time. When did he leave Atlas? He left Atlas the same year I did. So that was...
I don't know.
Just about 4 years I haven't seen him, yeah. Good dude.
Yeah. We'll see. He loves Jimmy G, by the way.
He should. Who was better, Brady or Montana?
I texted him that.
Phil's going to be like, Montana, forget about it.
Forget about it. More power, more celebration. Scotty's like, his name ends in a vowel. I'm like, dude, why could be a vowel?
Giuseppe Montani.
Relax, Luigi.
O'Keefe-Farrelly.
O'Keefe-Farrelly. Good offensive O-line coach.
No, you should be the O coordinator now. Just throw screens.
Brady.
Easy.
Want to know why?
Easy.
Want to know why he says that? Because he's a fucking realistic football fan. Phil knows his football.
Yeah, what'd you say to him?
Thanks, I wanted to check. Phil's not going to lie either. Like, if he thought Brady was better, he'd say Brady. If he thought Montana, he used to say before it was really close. So, I mean...
I'm not arguing it anymore.
It's not... Right. Okay, look. Everyone goes, well, Montana was 4-0 in the Super Bowl. That's grand. How many times did he make the Super Bowl?
4.
How many times did he not make the Super Bowl?
Bunch of times.
11. How many times did Brady make the Super Bowl?
8.
How many times did he not make the Super Bowl? 8.
7. 8.
8.
I don't know.
Half the time he makes the fucking Super Bowl. Conference championships. What's Montana's record?
I don't even know.
4-3. What's Brady's record? 8 and fucking 4. Which one's better? You know what I mean? You don't get penalized for going further. It's retarded. Shoot these people, please.
What about Jerry West? He won one final in like 10 appearances.
But would it be better for winning one final and one appearance? No. It's a horseshit argument. I get the point of you should have probably won more, particularly with someone like Wilt. Wilt had the teams. Jerry West didn't always have the teams. A little bit different.
Wilt had the teams a couple times. Everyone always...
Wilt probably should have won 4. Maybe 5.
Let's
64, 65, they could have won.
No way. They weren't as good as the Celtics.
Go back and look at those teams. So he had 3 or 4 Hall of Famers with him almost every year, too. Everyone goes, Russell had all these Hall of Famers. So did fucking Wilt.
Wilt didn't play with scrubs. He played with some good guys. But
really good guys.
Russell played with more...
I forget if it was with you or somebody else, but I wrote down like 12 Hall of Famers Wilt had played with.
Okay.
Look, we're not going to go into fucking each year Wilt should have won. We're not going to do that for
really quick. 1965.
Brady, how many one and dones does Brady have?
2.
How many does Montana have?
He has a few.
4.
There was one year where they were like 14-2 and they lost it like
4
to Minnesota.
And they got destroyed in some of those games. Montana looked like he shouldn't have even been a quarterback. 4.
Didn't
What's
Steve...
more? 4 or 2. He has double as many one and dones. He's like halfway to Peyton. Dude, I don't want to see. No, dude,
yeah, you
Scotty's
do.
like drawing out some like Ginzo thing. Like he's like, look, it's a cross. If I cross Russell here, I don't care.
Okay.
We've been over this.
60-65, Russell clearly had the better teams.
No.
66, they were even. 67-69,
It's not just
clearly
like
had the better teams.
It's not like that every year. No. Incorrect.
No, very
Hey, would
correct.
you know points make God mercy in your soul. We are not all
We can
stupid.
go by the numbers if you want.
Yeah, we can go by the numbers. Okay?
See how quickly like O'Keefe knows he's going to lose an argument? He's like, let's move on.
No, because I don't want to talk about that right now.
Right, because you're wrong.
We have Tom Brady to talk about.
You're wrong. You have no humility. You
We'll go back.
You
We'll
never
go back
admit when you're wrong.
No,
ever.
We'll
you
go back
never ever admit when you're wrong.
That's a lie.
That's
a lie.
the truth.
That's a lie.
You're wrong.
I admitted I was wrong about how good I thought Kyrie would be.
Get the fuck. No, you didn't.
I admitted on these airwaves. We're gonna go back and listen to all the podcasts. I admit a lot of shit when I'm wrong.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I do.
Gordon,
When I lose any bets, I admit I'm wrong. I still think the Celtics overpaid. That's a different fucking argument. And I don't think Kyrie's as good as everyone thinks. He's not. Celtics fans are like, oh my god, they're gonna win 8 championships. They got Kyrie. He's not Larry Bird. He's not Bill Russell. Okay.
Who said
he's
he
not
was?
KG.
Who said he was?
All the fucking green teamers.
Not me.
I didn't say you. I said green teamers in general. Like, oh my god, Kyrie's so good. He's like the best player ever. Did you see how good he is? Oh my god, his handles. I'm like, you don't even know what that means. Stop. You don't even watch basketball. You know what I mean? Don't talk to me.
I'm not sure he has better handles than the real Isaiah Thomas.
He has better handles than everybody. He does. Best handles ever.
And when I say real Isaiah Thomas, I'm talking about Detroit Pistons on motherfucking
I know what you meant.
championships.
The real Isaiah Thomas.
Not this drama queen who's
come
going
on,
to get
shut your
traded again.
For the record, Peyton Manning has 2 game-winning drives.
One of them was against us. No 6, right?
Drew Brees has 3, correct. And Aaron Rodgers has 2 game-winning drives.
Aaron Rodgers.
Brady has more than all of them combined, if you add them together. You have to add an Eli or Montana to get past him. That's absurd. Absurd. Tom Brady has outscored Atlanta, Seattle, and Jacksonville 47-3 in the fourth quarter in those 3 games.
47-3?
47-3. Now, obviously, the Patriots' defense is pretty performing at a high level if they're fucking only letting up 3 points.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah?
Why did Patricia wait so long in the game Sunday to send pressure?
That's a Belichick thing, too, man. This is the thing. Belichick has always done this. I don't fucking know why. Part of it is because I think they play the games like this. How do they treat the season, the regular season?
As far as what?
How do the Patriots treat the regular season?
Just what, defensively?
In general as a team. September.
They try to win every game.
That's not what I'm saying.
I don't know what you're getting at.
In September and October, they kind of like develop the team. They keep adding layers. They want to be playing their best by November,
After
December.
Thanksgiving.
Right.
You want to be playing your best
I'm not saying Belichick tries to lose in September, but he experiments. He kind of feels out. He lets things play out.
Really? What about that? Since we're on Philly, what about that game 2 years ago where you did that stupid drop kick punt thing?
Right. That was one of his 3 worst performances as a head coach ever.
No, that was his worst.
2012.
That's the worst game he ever.
2012 ASU.
No,
way up there.
No way.
Way up there.
That Philly game is the worst game I've ever seen Bill Belichick coach.
I didn't say it wasn't.
They gave up a special teams touchdown. Brady threw a pick 6 for like 99 yards. I can't remember what the call was, but I was pissed off.
Actually, it was a pick 6 for 99 yards.
Oh man.
Was it Jenkins that picked him?
I don't know. It was a horror show. Everything. Everything.
There's only one man that has pick 6 both Tom Brady and Peyton Manning. Can you name him? You're gonna love who it is too.
Ty Law.
Yeah, he's the only person to pick 6 them both.
He picked them off with the Jets, right?
Yeah, pick 6 them both. That's crazy, right? The only player in his career to pick 6 Tom Brady and Peyton Manning. That motherfucker should be in the Hall of Fame for that alone. I mean, he should be in the Hall of Fame anyways, but
I think he's gonna get in.
Yeah, I ever tell you about that time when
this year. I think he's gonna.
When we called him at CS Credit because he owed money, he was like, "That's not me."
Did he say
"That's my grandfather's account." Yeah, he's like, "I'm Ty motherfucking Law." He's like, "You think I shop at Sears?" We were like, "I'm sorry, sir, but your account's past due and you owe a bunch of money."
Didn't you talk to him?
No, I monitored in and listened to him because I was a Patriots fan. It was a girl who had no idea who he was. She was like, "I don't know who you are, sir. I'm Ty motherfucking Law. Think I shop at Sears?" Yeah, he's like, "This isn't my card. This is the card my grandfather opened in my name."
That's not my cup of urine. That's my cousin's cup of urine.
Those aren't my drugs. Ty motherfucking Law.
That was definitely your ex, Ty. Come on.
Yeah, seriously. I don't know, man. I think Philly's going to win the game. I do too. Logically. I think they have a better team, a better roster.
I don't have a score yet, but I'm leaning Philadelphia.
They have a better roster. But Tom Brady and Bill Belichick.
No.
Anything is possible, as KG would say.
Yeah. Listen, I think that Brady is capable of going out and winning this game by himself. So I'm not, like he did Sunday. Well, him and Amendola. So I'm not out there saying, Philly's definitely going to win. I think Philly's going to win. I'm leaning Philadelphia. But let's put it this way. If it's like a 4-point game, 3-point game, and Patriots have the ball last, I think they're going to win.
I'd almost guarantee it.
I think they're going to win.
I would like, because we haven't seen it yet, a Patriot blowout.
I said the other day, watch this be the one time
I just
they win
can't
like
see
42
it, though. Like you said. But this is the thing, Jacksonville had a better O-line and D-line than us, and we beat them.
I think Foles is better than Bortles.
Foles is much better than I'm better than Bortles. The fuck is that?
He actually played well. So
Bortles,
if Blake Bortles does that to you,
we didn't finish what we were
what
talking
would
about
Carson
earlier.
Wentz do?
Wait, we didn't finish what we were talking about earlier. Okay, the Patriots ramp up the season throughout. They see what's working and what's not working, and they keep adding layers.
So what's your point? Is they
do the same thing in game.
So they played a wait and see, played vanilla the first half, and then they sent pressure in the second half.
They do that every fucking time. If you haven't noticed, the Patriots open the game plan. They run pretty basic. They see Belichick is the best at strategy and at what's it called? Adjustments. Okay? In game.
They almost
in
always
drive.
played better in the second half.
Right. That's because Belichick is smarter than everyone else. So what he does is he just basically puts his guys out and says, oh, this don't work. Oh, shit, this don't work. And this don't work. None of that stuff that we thought would work is going to work because they game planned against it. Okay? Let's see what they're doing. They were doing this and this worked. They showed us these things that are new. Belichick picks it up faster than everyone else, regurgitates it back, talks to his coordinators, and figures out ways to fucking pick it apart. But all the vanilla off, the reason that they always start slow offensively and their defense is so vanilla in the beginning, they don't bring pressure, is because that's Belichick's game plan to his coordinators. Like, all right, try this. It's like you're feeling them out. In a 12-round matchup, a 12-round boxing match, okay? What's a boxer going to do the first few rounds?
Just survive the first couple rounds.
Feel out his opponent, right? What did Floyd Mayweather do against Conor McGregor? I know you didn't watch the fight.
Probably raped his wife. I don't know.
No. He felt him out. Conor McGregor got up on him early, but he let...
Did he accuse him of raping him?
No, he let Conor McGregor fucking...
Me Too movement?
Yeah, Me Too. By the way, Me Too movement is bullshit. Like, it's real. I'm not trying to downsize it in that regard, but...
There should be a statute of limitations. If you don't come forward after a month, too fucking bad. You
It's not even that. It's that, like I was telling Scotty earlier, I've had 3 chicks grab my junk at parties and stuff, and I've never been like, me too. And if I did, girls would be like, oh, that's ridiculous. Plus, I don't complain when
I would think you were gay.
Yeah, I know one. Number 2, I told you, and we talked about it on these airwaves too. I had a stripper at my boy's uncle's friggin' birthday party, like, grab my fingers and put it in her clit and start messing with it and like stuff. And the guys would, oh, what are you doing? I'm like, dude, I'm not doing it. She grabbed my hand and put it there, and then she had her hand over my hand doing it. You know what I mean? And then until she did that with another guy, people finally agree with me. I'm like, yeah, dude, me too. You know what I mean? Like, she made me touch her pussy. Like, it's like no one says
so what
that.
you're saying is you grabbed her by the pussy. You grabbed her by the pussy.
I grabbed her by the pussy, but she made me completely different than Trump. But but the thing is, if a girl gets hit on by a guy, that's not Me Too. Like, I'm not saying...
There's a double standard.
Look, there's a double standard. And I know that men have been in a position of power, and men have raped women, and men have harassed women and gotten away with it for too long and too much. I understand that. Donald Trump, too. Come on, shut your face. They were like best friends raping children. It's horrible. But, supposedly, allegedly, okay? I don't want to be like accused of anything. You don't want to get sued by Donald Trump. Okay? But my point is...
Wrong.
See, Clinton wouldn't sue me. He'd just be like, but I never inhaled. But the thing is, he'd be like, wrong, fake news. So
I would not answer your question. You are fake news.
You are fake news. But my point is, these things are vastly exaggerated. Like the Aziz Ansari thing, vastly exaggerated. They shed light on the whole movement to make it like look inaccurate. Like, when it's really harassment, like if Matt Lauer runs over to you and fucking slaps his dick in your face, that's sexual harassment. The NFL site set with who was it? Heath Evans and Marshall Falk and some other people.
Marshall Falk.
I think Donovan McNabb too. I don't know who it was exactly. They all got in trouble. Yeah, maybe that was real. I don't know. My job is not to find out what is real and what's fake. Okay, who's real and who's fake, and I'm not everlasting it. Okay? But what I can tell you is so many weak and stupid ass claims come out, it deflates your whole movement. It's like when someone says everything's racist, that's not racist. Okay?
Oh, Jameel Hill.
Oh, Jameel Hill.
See you later.
Oh, but like our friend Tish.
Oh my god.
Tish is a black girl with an attitude, and I'm not trying to be stereotypical. But I'm sorry, she's black and she has an attitude. But every time there's a problem, she brings it to race. And it's like, but Tish, no one cares that you're black. That's not what we're talking about here.
It actually became a running joke. She'd
Yeah.
be like, why, Scotty? Because I'm black?
Yeah, and we'd be like, yeah, because you're black, Tish. Like, but Amuna was black, and Amuna never had those problems. And Amuna would always say, too, I'm real black. I'm actually from Africa.
I used to rub with the Lions.
Yeah, I remember with Lions.
I know sports.
I know sports. Love you, Mooney. Hope you listen to this. But the point
I'll
is,
send it to her in the morning.
Amuna would never blame anything on being black. And once in a while, she'd be like, is it because I'm black? And she'd be kidding around. She might have like an odd feeling if she thought it could have been about race. But Tish was like, everything's like, because I'm black? We're like, no. It's nothing to do with you being black. It's because you fucking did this wrong. I mean, no, because that was fucking stupid. You could be stupid and be white. Like, no one cares. Still fucking dumb. Like, still should be shot in the head. Am I wrong?
You're really obsessed with shooting people.
I love human beings, but stupidity is really getting to me. It's really getting to me. Like, the level of stupidity I see from people is getting to me.
Can't get any
Trump not discluded or excluded. Both. Come on, man. I don't want to hear about Hillary or Trump.
That would have been pretty fucking dumb. Anyone who did.
Okay. I would have voted for Hillary over Trump. Told you that, too.
Oh, you did? Well, you didn't.
I did. You just voted for Trump. I didn't vote for either. I'm Gary Johnson, dude. Again, give me the guy who thinks Aleppo's dog food. Don't give a fuck.
Why do we always get Donald Trump on this show?
Dude, Gary Johnson would be a way better president right now. He'd probably be like, marijuana for everyone. Who needs a wall? Well, you can just give him marijuana.
Gary Johnson would have had no friggin' clue what he was
Trump
doing.
has no clue what he's doing.
Yeah.
Seriously?
What's more dangerous? Someone who has no idea.
Trump with the new codes.
No. Someone who has.
Making fun of Rocket Man.
Someone who has. That's pretty funny.
Dude, we're going to get bombed. It's not pretty funny.
Oh, for God's sake. They
How do
would
you think
lose the
Hawaiians
support
feel?
of China
How do you think
if they
Hawaiians
ever
feel?
bombed us, and nothing's going to happen. Nothing. Nothing.
Trump's going to get impeached.
No, he's not.
He's going to get impeached or shot. Something's going to happen to him.
20 wings. He's not getting impeached.
20 wings. He doesn't. 20. Wait. No, 20 wings says he doesn't win another election or gets impeached before his term's up.
Fine.
Or is under some giant scandal that he can't rerun. Because if it's like near the end of his term, they don't have time to impeach him, it's a little different. 20 wings.
The economy's never been better.
Economy's great. I mean, my 401k shooting through the roof. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, like, realistic.
No, you are complaining.
Don't tell me the economy's not the roaring 20s, Scotty.
Let me ask you a question. Since we're talking about Hillary here, what's more dangerous? Let's just assume Trump has no idea what he's doing. He might be right.
Assume no. We're gonna go with the facts. Real news that Trump has no idea what he's doing.
Fake news.
Fake news.
Wrong.
Oh
What's more dangerous?
Trump.
A guy who has no idea what he's doing, or a sociopath who would have known exactly what she was doing, and she would have put a for sale
This is the
sign on
problem,
everything
though.
in this country.
Trump is a sociopath that doesn't know what he's doing. So I'd rather have the sociopath that knows what they're doing and is just gonna sell shit and rape little kids or whatever they do with the Clintons.
Your son is now for sale. Hillary Clinton's president. You're for sale. Anthony O'Keefe, you're for sale.
Probably for sale under Trump too.
May O'Keefe, you're for sale. No, America first.
America first.
Look, Trump might
It's like,
be...
those are Americans. They're white. They're Americans. Thanks, Donald. Thanks.
You're white. You have nothing to worry about.
Are my kids white, though? I mean, they are, but...
Well, of course they are.
More's Portuguese and in part Dominican. Does that count as white?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her fucking maiden name's... What,
McKernan.
McKernan? Yeah, McKernan. She's fine. I'm Irish. Look at
Look, I'm Irish.
I got like dark olive skin, but I'm Irish.
That's what I mean. Like, they're like the one drop rule. Like, oh, no, this man, kill him. Get rid of him. Build a wall. I'm like, they didn't even come from there. You know what I mean? There wasn't a wall. They came from fucking... They came in a boat. It's like, build a wall over the ocean. Block it off. I mean, seriously, Scotty. I can't believe you still like Trump.
I think he's hilarious.
I think he's ridiculous. But I want to talk about Danny Amendola.
Go ahead.
He's the second most clutch Patriot since this whole run happened.
Behind Vinatieri.
No, behind Brady. Ahead of Vinatieri.
I don't know if I can have him ahead of Vinatieri, even though I don't like Vinatieri.
Look, Vinatieri, I know you don't like Vinatieri. He kicked a huge kick in the snow game.
He kicked a lot of
He
big
kicked
kicks.
2 huge kicks to win Super Bowls.
He
He
that
missed a kick in 05.
He had that kick in the Tennessee game.
Missed a kick in 05.
That was also his last game.
Missed a kick in 05. I think he missed another one in the first Super Bowl, didn't he? Against Green Bay?
I don't think so. I don't think he missed a field goal.
He
that
also
game.
kicked a... What happened in the Carolina game?
He
Super
missed
Bowl.
his first too.
What
Well,
happened? What happened with the kickoff?
No, he pushed the one right. The first.
What happened
one.
with the kickoff in the
The
Carolina
second
game?
one got blocked, and then he changed his cleats. Is what happened.
What happened with the kickoff in the Carolina game?
What, John Casey? It went out of bounds.
No, that was Vinatieri. I thought he kicked it out of bounds.
Nope. John
That was-
Casey.
that was Carolina?
Yep.
Oh, fuck.
That gave him the ball at the 40 on the last drive.
Oh, it did, yeah.
How the hell can you forget that?
Why did I think it was the other way around?
I don't know, because you're an asshole.
Did Vinatieri never
You
do that
love
in the
Hillary?
playoffs?
No, he never did it in the playoffs. One big kick I always...
What do I remember when Vinatieri kicked it out of bounds?
No, you know what you might be thinking of? I think it was Kansas City in '99. They were like 5-0, 4-0 or 5-0, and he missed that kick in Kansas City. I gotta look that up now.
But anyways, Amendola, regular season.
I'm gonna look that up while you're doing that.
Mets are Mets, right? Regular season.
You don't even know what that means.
Yeah, I do. It's like a CSC. It's the same shit.
Yeah.
It's like,
Come on, this fucking thing.
Okay, I know what that fucking means. So I know more Italian than you do.
You're probably right.
That's the funny part. But
when my grandmother speaks it, I can understand.
like
some of what
cannolo. It's not cannoli. I don't grab a cannoli. I grab a cannolo.
Cannolo singular.
Right.
Cannoli is plural.
Right. It's not Bruce.
But people still say like, "Oh, I get the cannolis." They still.
It's
say
not bruschetta. It's bruschetta. That's how you say it. It's pronounced wrong. No one pronounces it right. A CH is a K sound in Italian. But regardless. Irregardless.
That. Not always.
Yeah, CH is a K sound in Italian. CH is a hard K sound. Per K. It's like a QU in Spanish.
That's it. October 10th, 99.
Is that the one where he kicked it out of bounds?
No. He missed the field goal.
That's not what I'm talking about.
I still remember that one. They were 4-0. They were going to go to 5-0. He missed the field goal.
Yeah, I thought he kicked it out of bounds big time one time in the playoffs.
Nope.
And he just missed in the Denver game in the playoffs.
I think he just missed the kick, yeah.
What was it, like a 40-yarder?
Look at Drew's passer rating, 71.
Yeah, no one cares about Drew. I mean, I love Drew. I was actually happy to see Drew. Dude, stop fucking going through stats. No one cares.
No, that's driving me nuts now. I gotta find it. 32-yard field goal, no good. But 9 seconds left. It would have won the game.
So what?
That still pisses me off.
Pisses me off in 2000.
They don't miss the playoffs if they start 5-0. They missed the playoffs that year. That was Pete's last year.
I know it was.
It was also great when Pete was here because he blitzed every down.
You think the Patriots should blitz?
Every down. Your secondary sucks anyway. Blitz every down.
They don't suck.
Yeah, they do.
But I think if you blitz... Look, I don't think Foles is a great quarterback.
He's good enough against this.
But I think what they did with Blake Bortles and what they do with a lot of mediocre to sucky quarterbacks, and I told you this.
Keep everything in front of him.
Yeah. Patriots operate under the assumption that we can paper cut you to death better than you can paper cut us to death. Because Tom Brady is going to not make mistakes and be able to drive 14, 15 plays if necessary to score a touchdown. And we're going to let you paper cut us till you have to get a couple field goals. This is the issue, though. A lot of mediocre to average, to sometimes worse than average, or really shitty sometimes, quarterbacks. How do they get good in a game? You let them build confidence on fucking 4-yard completions over and over. So the Patriots allow all these tiny-ass completions, all these play-action passes when people are wide open. And then suddenly Blake Bortles thinks he's Joe fucking Montana. Right?
He was in the first.
Right. And how many times have you seen the Patriots do that?
Quite a bit.
From 2011 through now. A shit ton.
Well, 2011, they legitimately had the worst defensive football.
Well, part of that is like they don't bring pressure.
You know what? They might have been better off in 2011 because at least in 2011 you couldn't run on them. Their run defense was fine. It was all their pass defense.
Their defense they don't suck this year. They're the epitome of a bend but don't break. They suck in a lot of statistics in a lot of ways. They can't stop anybody. Good. But they
I know by the numbers and the points have gotten better.
But not by yards.
Look at the yards.
Well, bend but don't break. But Belichick's like paper cut us. But you don't know. I have wicked strong skin. You can't paper cut me. I don't bleed out. You know what I mean? He's like, I'm immune to Chinese water torture. Everyone's like, great, Bill. But why the fuck do you torture us this way? Like, he should blitz. What I want to see, the first fucking 2-3 series, blitzing like fucking crazy on Foles. Not every down, but blitz him.
There was a stat like he's like 27th or 28th in the league against the blitz. Like he's horrible when you blitz him.
Nick Foles gets good when you let him get comfortable. First of all, he's awesome in Philly, and he is not great outside of Philly. Which has been true for the whole team. I think they score 11 points per game less when they don't play in Philly.
That's going to be like a home game for them, though.
Nah, they're going to have...
There's gonna be
are you worried that a bunch of Patriot fans are going to get their asses kicked by Philly fans?
No. No, I'm just saying, like...
Philly fans are crazy, bro.
This is... they're not that bad.
Yeah, they are.
I've gone to Philly for games.
Philly fans are crazy. They're so obnoxious.
Their bark's worse than their bite. I'm telling you.
What do you think's going to go for Patriot fans?
Not going to be me. I ain't going to fuck
Right.
Minnesota.
Not real fans. Not fans that can stick up for themselves.
Yeah, it's going to be corporate crowd.
Right. They're going to all get beat up for their tickets before the game. By a bunch of fucking South Philly hooligans. You think I'm wrong? So there's going to be no Patriot fans.
Hooligans.
A bunch of South Philly hooligans going to beat them up for their fucking tickets.
Salud. Top of the morning thing.
Seriously. Bunch of gins out there with crowbars going to be fucking stealing people's tickets. Hey, whack another fucking Patriot fan in the head and get me that ticket. Can't be having no Tom Brady winning a fucking 6th Super Bowl.
You know what the thing is? There's this guy, Dennis, that he's from Philly, and he said to me, like, explain this to me. The last, 40 years, they've been to 2 Super Bowls. They have to face Brady and Belichick in both of them. He's like, what the fuck? I was like, Dennis, I actually think you guys have a shot. I really do. Like a good shot. I think they're going to win.
They should control line of scrimmage. That's where you win games.
Even with Foles at quarterback, I just think it's a bad matchup.
This is the thing, right? Gronk's healthy.
We think. We don't know.
He's supposed to be playing, and all the words are. He's going to pass everything. He's got tons of time.
Be the first test you pass.
Well, relax.
Gronk smash.
Gronk. Yeah. We're joking around on the fucking chain, and I go, look, the easy thing for Gronk is it's really easy for him to pass the shit. They go, Scotty, smash. The best thing for Gronk is it's really easy.
Why can't the mouse just work?
Relax, dude, relax. No one needs to see Napoleon Dynamite fucking Tyler Levis' love child. Okay? I go, it's really easy for Gronk to pass the concussion protocol because his answer to the questions are the same no matter what. Pre-concussion or post-concussions, Gronk's answers are question number 1, answer, Gronk smash. Question number 2, Gronk smash. Question number 3, Gronk smash. Okay? It's going to be the same no matter if Gronk has a concussion or not. That's all he does is smash things.
Just taking a look at Wentz's numbers. Since he took
Foles' numbers?
Foles' numbers.
Yeah, I'm looking at Wentz's numbers since he tore his ACL. 0 for 0.
Finished that drive with
0 touchdowns with 0 rating.
He finished that drive with
That's great, Scotty. It's incredible, Scotty.
This one was a relief. We'll throw that out. They already had a huge lead. At the Giants. Again, bad team. 24 of 38, 237, 4 touchdowns, no picks, rating of 115.8.
I only really care
Oakland.
about the playoffs.
You only care about the playoffs?
Well, they had a bye week, and then they had time to actually coach him up. Oakland game, meh. The Dallas game, let's be realistic.
They had nothing to play for.
They could kill us. He didn't really play. He played, but not a lot. You know what I mean? That's what matters. He's 2-0 in the playoffs.
Against Atlanta at home. These are both at home, by the way.
53 points. So
23 of 30.
26.5 points per game.
No touchdowns, no picks, but the rating was good at 100.1. And then he had a huge game against the Vikings. By the way, what a paper tiger, the Vikings.
I just feel like they got overwhelmed. Look.
We were waiting all year for Case Keenum to turn into a pumpkin.
He did.
And it did.
But I don't know if Case Keenum is a pumpkin. I think he might actually be better than we think now. But look.
I think he sucks.
I mean, one bad performance. Minnesota went down and scored 7.
To open the game. Yeah.
Hit the ball the second time. They looked like they were fine. Chris Long hit him while he threw. There was a pick. There was no way in fucking hell that guy should have scored a touchdown on that. That is incorrigible. That fucking Vikings offense, who had like 47 chances to probably tackle the guy if any of them had a nutsack, let him run around and fucking score like that. The only guy that seemed to give a shit was the fucking running back, I think it was, at the end, who got fucking blown up.
Let's be real. They were lucky. They were lucky they were even in the game to begin with. They should have lost in New Orleans.
The Vikings?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it kind of got rolling. The Philly crowd.
Who would you rather
throw a pick 6? Then you fuck up again.
Who would you rather play in 10 days, New Orleans or Philadelphia?
Philly.
You'd rather play Philly?
Yeah.
Even though it's Breeze on the other side, I think I'd take my chances. I don't think they're as good a team as Philadelphia.
In the trenches, no. But between Breeze, Peyton, the fact that they can still run the ball, I would totally expect the Saints to score 40 points on the Patriots.
They didn't in New Orleans. I get it was early in the season. It was the second week.
This is the thing, though, okay? We've been saying this repeatedly, and we'll talk about it again. This Patriots team is not that good. This is probably the worst in 09. You could say 09, 06, 2005, 2002.
06, I still had a D.
I mean, they're better than 2002.
05, they had a lot of injuries. Bruschi had a stroke before the season. Harrison blew out his knee the third week of the season. Those are 2 big injuries.
I understand that.
They didn't replace Ty Law. I mean, it wasn't the same defense.
And they should have beat Denver anyways. They had the shittiest game in the world.
And then they would have had Pittsburgh at home. Then they probably would have beaten Seattle in the Super Bowl. They should have three-peated.
Let's be realistic. The Patriots win the Super Bowl every year. It's like, oh, this should have happened. Oh, fuck that little play. And then, goddamn helmet catch.
09. In 09, if they had even gotten to the AFC title game, I would have been stunned. That wasn't a very good team. That was the year the Adalys Thomas. No, that was the Adalys Thomas were not the Jetsons. Like, I can't fly over traffic year.
That was the year when Brandon Mayweather couldn't understand anything.
Big Bang clock. They went to the gallows. Like, we went to a haunted house. Fucking idiot.
Seriously though, that team was completely uncoachable.
That's that education at the U was talking about.
But Belichick did fuck up 4th and 2. That was the right call, but he fucked up all the timeouts and stuff around it.
Yeah.
If he was planning on doing that the whole time, he shouldn't have taken the timeout before, and he should have waited to take a timeout. And then the way that the review system would have worked, it would have been completely different.
I don't remember it good enough. It was like 100 years ago.
Everything was 100 years ago, bro. That's how time works.
Yeah, it sucks.
2007 was like 100 years ago.
It was 10.
No, but I'm saying 2007 was like 100 years ago. But it was great. I'll never forget it.
It sucked. It was awful.
You know what sucks? The worst, okay?
No, that was a game that they couldn't lose, and they lost.
Second down. Was it second down? Or third down. Brady bombed it to Moss, and he got open deep. It hit him in the fingertips. He just couldn't catch it.
There were a million things leading up to that.
But do you remember that?
Yeah, vaguely.
That would have been the greatest thing ever. If that was a touchdown, that would have been the greatest game ever. Better than the Atlanta game.
I didn't even think the Atlanta game was that good of a game. It was a good fourth quarter. The game was a blowout for the whole game, for the whole time, except for the last 15 minutes.
That's the greatest comeback in Super Bowl history. It makes it a pretty good fucking game, dude.
I think the Seattle game was better. I think the Carolina game was better.
Carolina game was an incredible game.
I think that's
Carolina game severely underrated.
I think that's the best game out of
the
all. The
reason it's severely underrated is because they didn't score at all.
It had everything.
Then they went nuts. Then they didn't score and held each other. Then they went nuts again. How many? What was it, like 30 points scored in the fourth quarter? That's absurd.
They outscored the Pats 19-18.
37 points in the fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking absurd. What was it? First quarter no scoring. Second quarter tons of scoring. Third quarter no scoring. Fourth quarter tons of scoring. Is that right?
The second quarter it was still scoreless like 3 minutes ago.
And they started scoring a bunch, though.
They scored 3 touchdowns and a field goal in the last 2:35 or something.
Right. That's my point. First quarter, there was no scoring. I remember it was the longest stretch to start a Super Bowl with no scoring.
Mm-hmm.
Then the second quarter, there was a ton of scoring at the end. Third quarter, I don't think any scoring happened again. Or there was maybe one field goal.
No, there was no scoring.
No scoring. Okay. It was 0, flurry. 0, absolute fucking amazing flurry. That game was insane. That Carolina team, they weren't one of those teams that go to a Super Bowl that is a 14-2 powerhouse, but they were an 11-5 team, I believe, and they had beat some pretty good fucking teams in the NFC.
They went in Philly and kicked their ass,
and then they beat St. Louis before that. Some pretty decent teams.
Yeah, Stephen Smith beat them in overtime. Remember?
Yeah, they ended up. They had a gauntlet to get there, and then they played that Patriots team really fucking tough. That was actually a very fucking solid run by Jake Delhomme. And then he never did anything again.
That's still my favorite team.
The 03 team?
That wasn't their best team, but that was my personal favorite team.
Because of Homeland Security?
No, Homeland Defense. We must protect themselves.
I thought it said Homeland Security on it.
No, Homeland Defense.
Oh, it was Homeland. I still have that shirt somewhere, too. Mine's looking old and worn. Yours is like you never wore it.
Well, no, because I got 8 of them. I have some.
Scotty ordered a whole fucking box.
No, I have some in plastic.
Scotty's fucking the guy that orders them all before things come out. So he has every fucking. He has Super Bowl 42 championships. He has 19-0 books. You get everything that Africa gets.
No,
after a team doesn't win and they gotta get rid of all the merchandise, they drop it all in Africa and here's free clothes. Scotty has all those clothes.
Listen, my mom ordered all the 19-0 stuff, and I was like, "Why did you do that?"
That really happens in Africa, by the way. Or in third world countries in South America and other places.
There's a bunch of 19-0 shirts. And
there's a bunch of
Brazil somewhere.
Yeah, Celtics, 2010 champions, 2009 10 champions. You know what I mean? And it's all over the place.
They probably had 2009 as well. They're like, oh, they're gonna win it. Let's make the shirts now.
They were in 5 years worth.
The thing about that 2003 team, that Tennessee game where Law picked it off to seal it. Then you had the overtime victory in Miami.
That was a wicked tough gauntlet. The
When-
2003 playoffs.
The overtime win in Miami, they hadn't won down there in so long. The Denver game, the intentional safety game. Then you had the goal line stand game against Indy. You had that Miami game up in the snow up here during the
Brewski.
snowstorm with Brewski picking it off. It's actually right up there.
I have that the picture of him doing the snow angel.
What else?
I have that awesome Tom Brady thing. Michelle Dean got me too.
Who got you that?
Michelle Dean, remember?
Oh, I love Michelle Dean.
I know. You were like,
I miss her.
oh, I love Michelle Dean. You were like, what's it called? She was like, oh, what should I get Chris? You were like, buy him something with Tom Brady on it. Fucking awesome.
If she wasn't, I would never do anything with a married woman, but if she was single, I would have asked her out. I don't care.
Well, yeah, if she was single, it's a little different, Scotty. You know, there was a really good-looking girl that I liked. If she was single, I would ask her out. That's not saying much, Scotty.
No, but like
I get what you're saying. You
she's
didn't
an
ask-
she's an older woman, is my point.
Well, you didn't ask her out because she was married.
But if she was like, I don't know how old she was. She was probably in like her early 40s, mid 40s. But if she had been
Early 40s.
if she was single, even if she had a kid, I would have made a move. I had no shame. I was like, okay.
Well, you were like, what, 27-ish?
I was
25? 26?
25, 26.
She's like 40, so what?
I was a lot better looking back then.
So what? No, you weren't.
Yeah, it was.
You were a blob.
No, this is after I lost the weight. I'm saying
Oh, okay. Because when you weighed like 205, you looked like you weighed like
205.
400.
I weighed 230.
Yeah, but when you
I-
weighed 205, you looked like you weighed 300, 400. You hold weight like a fucking cannoli.
Oh, if I have like a couple of beers, my face it goes all to my face.
Yeah, you were literally like. I was like, Jesus Christ, Scotty.
Yeah, there you go.
What?
Oh, it still makes me sick to look at it. 19-0, perfect season. Says right there on the T-shirt.
Yeah, that looks like that's somewhere in
It's like
South
Kenya
America.
or something. I don't
No,
know.
that's like South America, bro.
How the hell do you know?
You look at the people.
Like, oh, look at that lamppost. Oh, yeah, that's South America. Like, how
Look at the
fuck do you
people.
know?
You look at the background. You say that looks like South America.
Like, my mom pre-ordered this shit. She ordered, like, those, like, pre-ordered those things.
Did they ever come in?
Huh? No, they were, like, burned immediately after the game.
That must have been the worst feeling, by the way. And I know you didn't watch it, but Tom vs. Time was fucking excellent.
Yeah,
you don't have
you're right, I
Facebook.
didn't
You
watch
can
it.
go fuck yourself. I don't care that you don't like Facebook. Blah blah blah. I'm a poser because I go on Facebook to watch
You are
Tom
a
vs. Time.
poser.
I have no problem with Facebook, so that doesn't make me a poser. You're just ridiculous.
Poser.
Okay, Tom vs. Time was awesome. The first episode. Again, the douchey, ridiculous Tom Brady that we all hate is the reason that Tom Brady is there that we love. I don't know how many times I have to tell people that.
Keep telling yourself that.
Hey, when people finally realize it, just like when people finally realize
This
it,
is a cool picture. Like,
It's Tom
have-
Brady
have a
versus
hat,
Jordan.
too. Have a championship hat.
Tom Brady versus Jordan. You think that irks Jordan?
What?
That people are now putting Tom Brady versus him and saying Tom Brady can surpass him?
Tom's a little bit of a douche, but he's a much better person than Michael Jordan.
But you think that irks Jordan?
Probably.
Because they're almost never going to put a basketball player ahead of Jordan unless he goes like 7-0 in the finals and has like 8 MVPs. This is the difference, though.
I arguably already have a player ahead of Jordan, but continue.
I know, but listen to me for a second. Take the 10 greatest basketball players. Take the 10 greatest
You
football
want me to
players.
name them now?
No.
Okay.
I mean, you can if you want.
Nah.
But take the 10 greatest basketball players.
Mm-hmm.
10 greatest football players of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Who's distanced themselves more from their pack? Jordan or Brady?
That's a good question.
Because I'm going to argue it's Brady.
Let's just assume Brady and Jordan are both at the top. They're number one.
Well, yeah, we're going in with that presumption no matter what.
All right. So, like,
Consider it a presumption
if
that
you
we
wanna
actually
put,
did
if you want to
some
put
work.
Jordan here, where my phone is,
Yeah. By the way,
Russell's like right there.
yeah, I have Jordan, Russell, and Kareem all like almost dead.
No, like Russell's like right there.
I have Kareem just with him. I know you don't, but
Russell has as many MVPs, and he has almost twice as many rings.
well, this is my point, and not that it all goes to MVPs, but between MVPs, rings, career stats, accolades, everything else, Jordan's dominance is not unheard of, correct?
Well, Russell did it.
Well, Jordan has 14 All-Stars. Are there other guys with 14 All-Star appearances? Yeah, there's guys with 19. Kareem has 19. I'm not saying Brady has the highest everything, but Brady has 13 All-Pros. I mean, 13 Pro Bowls. Jesus Christ, this dude always has like fucking napkins in his pocket, and then he's like blows snots into him and puts the napkin back in his pocket.
Well, dude, it's.
You're like a 95-year-old man, dude.
I have a cold. Okay?
Oh, you picked on me for having a cold, but now you have a man going. But
I'm a tough white guy. I walked it off.
I have a cold. I have a cold. But then, like I said, the difference is, I'll say I can't do it tonight. I can't fucking talk. But then the next day I come in and I do it, even though I sound like shit. But I don't sit here going, but I have a cold. I have a cold. You come in here and you go, but I have a cold.
I do have a cold.
No one's saying you don't.
Well, I'm excusing myself.
Missing my point that you fucking
sneezing and blowing my nose.
You do that every day. When you don't have a cold, you're like, oh, fucking basement, man.
I have bad sinuses. What do you want from me?
I get sinusitis.
All right, so I got Russell and Jordan.
And I have Kareem right there with him.
Like, say this is the ceiling. I think he and Russell are like neck and neck. I do.
And Kareem's right there. I'm sorry. 6 MVPs, 6 championships.
All right, that's
all-time leading scorer.
Great, grand, and wonderful.
Great defensive player. Whatever defensive player
the Brady side of it. I got Jim Brown right up where he is.
I think that's absurd.
Of course you do, because you're like a Brady.
How many years did Jim Brady play? Jim Brown play.
I think he played
9.
Yeah, and he led the league
9.
in rushing in 8 of them.
Okay, how many Super Bowls did he win?
They didn't have a Super Bowl when he played. We've been over this. That's not fair to him.
How dominant was he compared to?
He won an NFL title.
Okay,
if you go by that. What?
How many?
1.
Okay.
He played during an era where the Packers were so good it was hard to win the damn thing.
Maybe the difference is Tom Brady played in an era where other teams. Maybe the Colts would have been a dynasty if not for Tom Brady.
If Jim Brown were on,
I heard this argument the other day.
If Jim Brown were on the '60s Packers, they'd have like 18 NFL titles.
I heard this argument the other day. Tom Brady is so good, he didn't let any other dynasties build. Okay? He was like fucking Rome, dude. You went to build a dynasty. Carthage had a dynasty. Motherfucker knocked it out. The Colts would have had a dynasty if not for Tom Brady.
I'm gonna play you something.
I don't care. I've seen Jim Brown run over fucking little dudes. Okay? Doesn't make me more impressed that Jim Brown was able to run over 5'8", fucking 110-pound defensive backs. I've seen the fucking videos.
You're really going with the era now? They used to be able to clothesline
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying I don't need to see a 6'2" fucking Jim Brown who is a powerhouse run either through or by people. I've seen it. I've seen it all. I've watched the fucking tape on all these guys.
Answer me a question.
I've watched Wilt Duncan, everybody.
Who knows?
I'm not saying everyone was a weak little white guy. That's not my argument for fucking everything against the 60s.
Who knows more about football, you or Bill Belichick?
Look.
Yes or no?
This is stupid.
Yes or no?
Because he's not going to go out there and say Tom Brady's the greatest football player ever.
Yes or no?
No, it wasn't a yes or no question. It was a who knows more. You or Bill Belichick? Yes.
Nope.
Yes. That's how I'll answer that then. Yes.
Bill Belichick
who knows more?
Than you.
Me or Bill Belichick? Yes.
Belichick knows more than you, right?
That's not what you asked. You asked who knows more, me or Bill Belichick.
Bill Belichick knows more about football than you.
Fake news.
True or false?
Fake fucking news.
True or false?
It wasn't a true or false question. I'm not answering that.
That's really another question.
Pleading the fifth, I will neither confirm or deny if I had sexual relations with that woman.
Take a listen to this.
Look, after we get on the buses, okay, we're gonna make a quick stop in front of the stadium at Jim Brown's statue, pay tribute to the greatest football player of all time, at least in my opinion.
What did you say, Bill?
Pay tribute to the greatest football player of all time.
I don't care what Bill Belichick says.
All right.
I think we gotta end it there. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to check us out on www.
No, fuck that. We're not ending that.
Yeah, we are.
We're not ending that.
We're not ending that. What are we gonna end on?
I don't know. Not that you fucking think Bill Belichick's word means it's fucking gospel.
It is. Belichick.
I could care less what Bill Belichick says if he's the greatest player. You think he's going to say Tom Brady's the greatest player of all time? What does that do for Belichick? I get the greatest player of all time. Well, does that make you less of a coach?
His accomplishments?
To some people. Yeah.
I can't fucking deal with
That's a constant thing between quarterbacks and... Well, at least... No, look it. It's not me,
Do you think Bill Walsh gave a shit that Montana got a lot of the credit?
No, back then people didn't hold it against each other. Does anyone ever say, well, Bill Walsh wasn't great because he had Joe Montana? When have you ever heard that argument?
People say that all the time now.
They do now because they say it about Belichick and Brady. Just like people say, why didn't we tear down Jordan for all the shit that he sucked, all the times that he didn't make the fucking finals, or that it took him forever, that he never really beat a team in their prime, that he never played fucking GOAT competition in the finals because he didn't. He fucking didn't. Or that he played in the watered-down league, or that he had to retire twice because he had a fucking gambling scandal. Oh, if Tom Brady did that, we'd be fucking ripping on him. The internet didn't exist when Jordan was doing that.
In the playoffs, by the way, Larry Bird 6, Michael Jordan 0.
Does Tom Brady have anybody like that? Well, I guess Eli.
Yeah.
2-0.
Eli's no Larry Bird.
No, he's not. That actually makes it... Brady can't be the great. Can't be the GOAT. Not the greatest ever if you lost to Eli twice, I guess.
He lost to Eli once.
Fuck. That depresses me.
Jim Brown wouldn't have lost to Eli.
You know what's crazy?
What's that?
Tom Brady, if you look at his career, right? I had it written down last time. We never went over it, and I can break it out next time. If you break Brady's career into 3 distinct periods, okay? Time periods.
Mm-hmm.
The beginning of his career, 2006. 2007. Okay, to 2013.
All right, wrap it up, Fox. Wrap it up. Come on.
Relax. And then 2014 through now. Okay? If you break him into those periods, he's a Hall of Famer 3 times. 3 fucking times. But Eli Manning's going to be in the Hall of Fame because he beat Tom Brady twice. Eli Manning cannot not be in the Hall of Fame. You realize that? He cannot not be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I know. I know what you're saying.
Literally because he beat Brady twice. That alone puts him in the Hall of Fame. We can end on that. I'm now sad. I'm depressed.
Thanks for tuning in. Check us out on www.gamesbenches.com and go to YouTube and type in Chris and Cash podcast for this episode and past episodes, and be sure to tune in next week. Not going to want to miss our Super Bowl preview. Have a good night.